Listen up, you lot. Have you ever experienced the exquisite taste of Norwegian salmon? It's like diving headfirst into the freshest waters. The vibrant pink flesh, the delicate flakes, the taste, bloody brilliant. It's enough to make any chef weep with joy. We're about to explore the top 10 must-try dishes Norway has to offer. Get ready for stunning visuals that'll transport you to Norway. Right, let's talk salmon. Not that bland, rubbery nonsense you find prepackaged. We're talking about the freshest, most succulent salmon on the planet, straight from Norway. The moment you lay eyes on the salmon, you'll know it's different. The color is unbelievable, a vibrant, deep pink that screams freshness. And the flavor, don't even get me started. It's delicate, buttery, and melts in your mouth. Whether seared or smoked, Norwegian salmon is in a league of its own. Trust me, you'll never look at salmon the same way again. Fårikål, you say? Sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? But trust me, it's a national treasure for a reason. Imagine tender lamb, simmered to perfection with humble cabbage. Honest to goodness, stick to your ribs comfort food. The lamb, infused with the sweetness of the cabbage, will have you wanting seconds. Perfect for those long, cold Norwegian winters. Now we're talking my language. Kjøttkaker, or Norwegian meatballs, are not your average run-of-the-mill meatballs. These bad boys are packed with flavor and cooked to juicy perfection. Imagine a rich, savory gravy, so good you'll want to swim in it. Spoon that over a bed of creamy mashed potatoes and then top it all off with these glorious meatballs. One bite, and you'll understand why this dish is a staple in Norwegian households. It's hearty, satisfying, and packed with flavor. Chapter 4. Raspeballer dumplings with a twist. Raspeballer or potato dumplings might sound plain, but don't let that fool you. Made with grated potatoes, flour, and a touch of magic. They have a unique texture between a dumpling and a pancake. Serve with rich, flavorful salted meat for a comforting meal. Chapter 5. Lootfisk. An acquired taste, but worth it. Lootfisk. An acquired taste. It's dried cod soaked in lye. Yes, lye. When prepared properly, it has a delicate gelatinous texture. Served with melted butter, potatoes, and bacon. A traditional Christmas dish. Be adventurous, give it a try. Chapter 6. Smalahove. Not for the faint of heart, smalahove. This one's not for the faint of heart. We're talking about a sheep's head, and yes, I mean the whole head. It's traditionally smoked, then boiled or steamed until tender. Look, I'm all for adventurous eating, but even I approach this one with a bit of caution. You've got to have a strong stomach for this delicacy. It's a true testament to Norwegian resourcefulness and a fascinating glimpse into their culinary history. Chapter 7. Finally, something sweet. Crumb cake is a thin, crispy waffle cookie that's rolled into a cone shape while still warm. It's like a blank canvas for deliciousness. You can fill it with whipped cream, berries, custard, or whatever your heart desires. It's a popular treat for special occasions and a true taste of Norwegian sweetness. So save some room for dessert because you won't want to miss out on this one. Chapter 8. Pinyot, hearty fare for cold nights. Back to the savory side of things with pinyot, which translates to stick meat. And that's exactly what it is. Salted and dried ribs of lamb, traditionally steamed over birch branches. The result is incredibly tender and flavorful meat with a slightly smoky aroma. It's typically served with mashed rutabagas, potatoes, and a side of good cheer. This is a dish that'll stick to your ribs and warm you from the inside out. Chapter 9. Rakfisk, fermented fish with a kick. Brace yourselves because rakfisk is not for the timid. It's fermented trout, buried underground for months to develop its unique, pungent flavor. It's definitely an acquired taste, and I'm not going to lie. The smell alone is enough to make your eyes water. But for those brave enough to try it, it's an unforgettable culinary experience. Rakfisk is traditionally served with flatbread, onions, and aquavit, a strong Norwegian spirit. Eat at your own risk. Chapter 10. Brunos brown cheese, you heard right. And last but not least, we have Brunos or brown cheese. Now before you screw up your face and ask, brown cheese? Just hear me out. This is not your typical cheese. It's made by simmering whey until the sugars caramelize, resulting in a rich, sweet, and slightly salty flavor. It's often eaten for breakfast, sliced thin and placed on top of toast or waffles. Trust me, it's bloody delicious. So there you have it, you lot. 10 of Norway's most iconic dishes. From the freshest salmon to the most pungent fermented fish, this culinary adventure has taken us from one extreme to the other. Now get out there and try these dishes for yourselves. Experiment, explore, and discover the amazing flavors of Norway. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next culinary adventure. Until then, happy cooking!